Okay.
Okay.
So, Christian, how often do you use paper?
Like every day. Every day. I use
Every day?
paper every day.
Okay. And what do you use paper for?
Well, obviously for like writing and I don't know. I draw and I don't know. I kind of like painting on paper as well. I think I like how absorbent it is of like oil paint and like water and everything. I like that instantaneous, like how it dries so quickly. And I don't know. I have a logbook. I make logs on paper. What do you want?
No, that's good. Thank you. Okay. Do you think that you waste a lot of paper?
Do I think I waste a lot of paper?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like in a sense, I guess like I waste a lot of paper because a lot of things don't really get like what do you call it? They don't get resolved on paper necessarily. But I don't think like the paper at the paper stage of like the work. I don't know, I'm talking about like strictly like for art or for writing or like any form of like creation. I guess I don't think that the paper stage is like wasteful because I think it's necessary to like go through the paper stage of whatever you're making in order to like completely resolve the idea or the painting or the drawing or anything. Like the paper stage is important, I think. So I don't think like I think I waste paper in the sense that like I waste paper, but I don't think I waste paper. It's a waste of time to like do works on paper or like, to draft things.
Well, so like if you're doing something and you don't like it, will you still keep it or will you like throw it away?
I don't like it, but I feel like sometimes I don't like it, but there's useful things on it. I don't know. I often like I do a lot, especially last year. I did a lot of life drawing, and I find kind of that I'm attached to whatever. Like even if it's like a shitty drawing, like I think I'm attached to it. So like I end up keeping it, and like I don't have anything to do with it. So I think I started last Christmas. I started like using this like pieces of paper with like I don't know a bunch of lines on it that makes sense, and I started like wrapping gifts on them and things like that. So I think. Wait, what was your question?
If you like
if I
draw
throw
something
it out.
and you'll like waste it. So
No,
not really.
I don't.
You save
Yeah,
quite
I
a
save
bit.
it because I don't have the like the mental strength to like part with these objects that I made. But I think I repurposed them in like a way that I kind of like passed that attachment that I have to it onto someone else.
That's good. Okay. How many ways can you think of that paper is used, just in general, like outside of what you do with paper?
How many? There's so what?
Right? I know.
There's so many ways. I just watched a TED Talks video of like emergency shelters of things like made with like like paper tubes and like if I don't know it, especially like cardboard and other things like they're so strong that you can use it like as a building material. You could use it for anything.
Okay, so out of like all the countless ways of using paper that there are, how many of those ways do you think are relevant to you?
Are relevant to me?
Yeah.
Well, irrelevant.
Like how many of those apply to you? Like how many of those?
Using paper, I think all of it.
Yeah.
I don't really know what like all the uses. I like bags. Like paper bags are so cool. I think I'm starting a sack collection, and there's like a bunch of really nice paper, and also like I like the color, like that paper can have, like the different color, even just naturally. Like it's just such a pretty brown. Wait, what was your question? Like how many of those?
Yeah. So
to
to you think that pretty much every way is going to be relevant to you at some point.
I think it's really, I don't know, I think it's relevant to me because I think paper is really inspiring, and I think that like with any paper I could get probably like something out of, but not like even just through like the function of it, like not just because like it's watercolor paper, but like the texture of it is like so cool. And I don't know, I think paper is like a really cool material.
Okay.
So
Last question. Do you think with today's technologies that the world could exist without paper?
No.
No?
Obviously not. No. No way. How?
Really? I don't know. Everyone's
Like
doing drawings.
digital and stuff, but like
Yeah.
so much of that. So much of
Emails
that.
instead. People are doing their readings online as opposed to like books.
Yeah, but so much of that starts on paper, or even like, I think it's so much more productive. I think it's so much, maybe not, but I think it's so much more productive to like start on paper because it's so. I think there's something really nice about like touch, like how tactile it is, and I don't know. I don't like slippery things. I shouldn't say that, but I think it's so much like paper, like how the tooth of it, like the different tooths of paper, the smooth of like different smooth. I don't know. I think it's so relevant in today's society because so much of like digital things is trying to mimic like a certain like instinctual sense. You know, like how something like iPods or like when like the icons that they have are like notepad, right? That's like that looks like a piece of paper because it's so
Yeah.
because paper is so cool, and why wouldn't you want everything to, I don't know, like money is paper, like
So no, we wouldn't be able to exist.
yeah, everything.
Okay. Thank you.